And welcome back to some more Persona 4 Golden. Last time we ranked up with the we ranked up with someone from the soccer team. This time around, we're going to be doing some more preparation before we dive into Yukiko's castle.
All right, cool. So yeah, we on the very first day on school for this recording, we hear a conversation. So pretty much these girls are just going to be talking about one of the stats that your character gets in terms of like how to raise it. So which is diligence.
Yeah, it just gives you a hint of what you can do. It just gives you an indication you can do more things. During the day.
Yeah. Yeah. So pretty much she's like, pretty much one of the other girls are like, they're just talking about stuff in general. So
yeah. Basically moaning about how they wish we were born into rich families. You know, it's kind of like they don't want to work hard to put in the effort types of girls.
Yeah. And there's a student stopping by. We will probably want to remember her for later.
yeah, not for a little while.
Yep. All right, so this is Miss Sofu.
Yes, you remember her. There was actually a teacher in Persona 3 that has the exact same, was basically similar Sphinx attire. I think they're brother and sister.
Yeah. It was the world's first economic bubble incident. Tulip mania.
This is one of those questions where if you kind of pay attention to what did I just say, it's actually pretty easy. It was a similar thing in Persona 3 where the teacher would go, "Who's my favorite author?" and she would say the name and then be like, "Hey you, were you listening? Who's my favorite author?"
Yep, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yep. So at the highest, a single bowl was the price of a luxurious house.
Yeah, what's interesting here is not every pop quiz is going to result in increasing your knowledge. Like you can, here's the thing: if you're helping out one of a classmate who you already established a bond with at this point, you get extra support points for their
for helping them out, and you also get, I believe, your expression increases as well.
Right. So in my case, since I have a magician persona, I can rank up with Yosuke a little quicker now.
Which is always a nice touch.
All right. Indeed. So, now in this game, if you're going to take on these part-time jobs, what you would have to do is you have to go to a bulletin board.
And there are going to be a list of jobs that you can choose, so you can pick your poison, essentially.
Well,
to an extent, it's really to an extent, so.
Well, there'll be some jobs that won't be available for a while.
Yeah, so I guess we'll just have to study hard to develop that.
Yeah, because believe it or not, going to school is actually very important. So yeah, pretty much, you just go to their bulletin board to let you know what jobs are going to be available. And you pretty much just have to pick the one that you're the most qualified for at the moment.
Yeah. So, it's like pretty much there's going to be assistant daycare taker.
And this is actually a good source of money early on, going to the daycare, because you get like 4,000 yen, I think.
Yes.
Which is a nice source of money early on.
Yep. So it's really not bad at all. Now, can you start the job the same day you take it, or does it have to be the following day?
You can do it on the same day. If you read the detail, it tells you what days they'll be looking for the part-timers.
Yeah. No, I knew that, but I wasn't sure if that kicked in immediately or if it kicked in, say, like the next day.
No, kicks in immediately. It's just that if you pick it on the day that they're not open, you're not gonna be able to take it.
Mm-hmm.
It would have to be on the day that it would have to be on one of those days where they are open.
All right, cool. So yeah, I believe the daycare job raises your expression. I believe.
I think this one's understanding.
Yeah, I knew it was one of the two. Sweet.
This is also a prerequisite to activate. I think is the Temperance Arcana.
Yeah. So none of the kids are gonna be playing tag with you.
I mean, I've never been personally to a daycare like at all. I'm not sure if you have.
I have.
Oh really? You would take it
when I was really, really little.
What was that like?
don't remember, honestly. I was like really little when it happened. So,
Like you don't remember what activities you were able to do?
Not really, no.
What the supervisors were like?
nope.
I guess so. Like you don't remember too much when you're little. I'm sure like the parents would remember.
Yeah.
Thanks for taking care of him.
Alright, so that is Yuta Minami.
Yeah. The story about her is that she got remarried. She married the kid's birth father. So that's why there's a bit of a disconnect at the moment.
Yeah.
And I wonder, is that natural for a child to not be affectionate towards the stepmom because they're not the actual mom?
Or stepfather, but it honestly it really depends on the family dynamic. Hey, look at me! I've got my stepfather, and that's going really well. So
Yeah. I have no qualms with that.
but is it common? It honestly it really depends on how involved. Really, it depends on how involved the parents are with the kids, and really just their personalities. Honestly.
Okay, fair enough.
Alright, so you do some reading here.
So yes, the lovely man. There'll be books that you will gain a stat bonus upon completing the book. I can't talk.
Yeah.
Upon fully reading the book in question, you will be able to either do a job more efficiently, or you'll actually be raising your stats.
Yep.
In this case, you would be raising. The lovely man will actually raise your courage.
Nice.
There'll be other instances where you can raise courage as well.
Yeah.
Reading books isn't just the only thing.
Yeah. And so you got the day off from school today. Hooray!
Now, this is something that may occur every once in a while. Sometimes one of the people you're friends with may contact you to ask you to meet up with them. If you choose to meet up with them, you are locked into meeting up with them for basically that portion of the day. If you decline, that means you're free to do something else.
Yeah. So did you agree to meet with him, or do you have other stuff planned?
I have something else planned.
Alright, cool. So now you are able to leave until the evening.
Yeah, and that's the thing though. It's like you just left the house, and as soon as you go back in, it's immediately nighttime. How does that work?
I don't know. Logic? Makes no sense, but sure, we'll go with that reasoning.
I mean, it's stepping out the door for just a second and then going back in. That supposed to count as doing something productive.
It's so weird, honestly.
Yo!
Okay, so pretty much we're gonna spend the day with Yosuke again.
Nice.
And again, the reason why you want to do this in between going into the dungeons and whatnot is because when you rank up with your social links, not only does your personas get stronger, but in some cases your allies get stronger as well. One little thing I do like is that unlike in the original Persona 4, I might have brought this up from last time. Unlike in this game, the original Persona 4, they don't learn any new moves. You know, they just sort of like rank up with them, and then I think towards the end they have a little special thing they can do, like they can guard a mortal blow for you. They'll help you get up from being knocked down. But in this game, they actually added in where they actually learn new moves every once in a while. So it does make ranking up with them, I think, a little bit more rewarding. You're like in this case, Yosuke learned Trafuri, yeah, the auto escape spell.
Yeah.
You know, like it's not going to be my go-to move always, but I think it's nice to have in case like I would find myself in a unfavorable random encounter.
Yeah. Oh boy. So yeah, this was kind of a ridiculous cutscene to an extent where everyone's putting everything on Yosuke to do everything for them.
Because you know, he's pretty much well known in the Junes shopping mall, so everyone knows who he is. So that's what That's why they always go to him if they got something to basically complain about.
Yeah. Of course, Yosuke's all stressed out over it, and I don't really blame him.
And it's kind of partially why he thinks that everyone to him it can be a pain in the ass as much as as much as Saki thought he was a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
So I don't know. There was just an underlying. There was just some underlying
Stuff going on.
Yeah, that unfortunately didn't sit well with Yosuke when he found out what Saki really thought of him.
Yeah.
But wouldn't that objectively change his but shouldn't that objectively change his feelings about her now he knows how she really feels about him?
Honestly, I really don't think so. I think just because of the fact that maybe he had more time to reflect on what he would kind of really reflect on stuff. So and he might be more understanding for it.
I mean that would still put you down. You know, a girl that you liked thought you were just basically a pain, and you don't know if you can have reciprocate the same feelings for her again or not, because she doesn't like you as much as you thought as much as you would have hoped.
Well, we'll never really know. So we can't. Yeah. I don't think we can speculate one way or the other.
I guess.
And it goes back to welcome us as usual.
Yeah, we're not gonna really do anything with her. Although interestingly enough, you really don't do anything with Nanako until I believe when you rescue Yukiko.
Yes.
Okay. Because is it an event that will take place?
Yeah, I remember that actually.
And of course, it's just and of course you also get this every once in a while too. Sometimes your friend will call you and ask you to explore the TV world.
Yeah.
You know, or just remind you, hey, you know, it's gonna get foggy soon. You might want to consider jumping into the TV world.
Yeah.
They only do that the closer you are towards the deadline.
Yep. Yeah, so your courage has significantly increased. Dun dun dun.
The benefit of reading books.
Nice. Book smart.
Alright, so this is actually the start of cultural clubs where you can join either the drama club or the music club. Now, whichever one you do decide to join, that activates the Sun Arcana.
Yes.
Of course, I think if you choose to go to the music club, then I think there will be another instance where one of the other stats could get raised.
I believe so. My bag. Uh-oh.
So it's similar to picking to choose either the basketball club or the soccer club in the sports area. It's a similar situation with drama or music in the cultural area.
Yeah. So Chia is kind of very concerned about the weather for the end of the week, so something to keep an eye on.
Yeah, and note that you only get this conversation if you have not rescued Yukiko yet.
Good morning.
Of course, if you did at off the bat, then you would not have to worry about that particular conversation, which I thought was a nice little attention to detail. Like there was no, at least as far as I'm aware, anyways, no oversight on the developer's part. You know, because I can think of a couple of games where they have an oversight. Where there's an oversight and event triggering and whatnot.
Yeah.
And while this is a minor off topic here, for example, you remember in Final Fantasy X where as soon as you beat the Spira Morph, all the Jet Spears scatter across Spira?
Yes.
And then what you can do immediately is go after one of the Jet Spears near the entrance, the shortcut between Makalani Woods and the Calmlands.
Yes.
and you already find out about Yuna's lineage. I mean, granted, Yuna's lineage was already explained well before Riku joins you. But what's funny is that Waka's in your party, so you should be standing right there, listen to that Jet Spear, clearly establishing that Yuna is part Al-Bhed, and it wasn't until they finally get the airship and Sid calls Yuna his niece that he finally was able to put two and two together.
Oh my god, that logic always baffles me.
No, but you know what it really is though is that the developers didn't think that any player would go out of their way to go after one of the spears immediately.
Right.
So their thinking was, okay, they're gonna go straight towards Makalania Temple next.
Right.
So they didn't really think about the fact
that there's a Jack sphere right there.
Well, it's not quite as obvious. You would have to look around for it. But if you knew ahead of time, then
yeah.
Which is interesting because it doesn't change the event at all when Walker finds out about Yuna's lineage.
Oh my god. Ugh. Anyways, going to the vending machine here.
All right.
Oh my god.
Now we did accept another side quest. This is a side quest that I did not hit down, but yes, you get Orange Smash.
Oh god.
Orange Smash is just basically a soda pop that heals like 10 HP. Tap Soda is the one that you really want because it actually heals SP.
Yep.
Unfortunately, I messed myself out of one, but that's whatever. I'm not going to complain about that too much.
Nope.
But basically, the side quest we're gonna do where we talked to the girl just now on the rooftop.
Yeah.
Always choose what are your hobbies because she won't. Because what happens is if you keep choosing the different choice in dialogue, it won't really go anywhere.
Right.
And you only talk to her once, so it's not like you can go through all three in one day. No, you only choose one of the dialogue choices per day, as long as it's not raining out. So you always want to keep asking her what are your hobbies, and then she'll just open up more and more. Eventually, the quest will be complete, and then that's that.
Yeah.
So just bear that in mind.
So cultural club, you have to go to Moroka. Or
Yeah.
King Moron, as I will continue to call him.
Well, everyone called him King Moron. But yeah, pretty much, you have to go to King Moron to ask about a new club. But this is the last time you have to do this, so
Thank God.
that's really it.
Alright. Moving right along here. So I think the clubs are located, I believe, one floor below you?
No, they're in the practice building.
Okay.
Yeah, it's essentially next door.
Alright, that's actually not bad.
Alright, so again, whichever one you choose, you're going to activate the Sun Arcana from the here on then.
Yeah. Are you doing the drama or the music?
I am going to be doing the drama room.
Alright, cool.
The drama club, yeah. There we go.
Nice.
So again, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter per se what you choose. However, how you're gonna go about it may affect your schedule depending on what your plan is.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just doing it this way for right now.
Let's move on to tongue twisters.
So yeah, don't let the decisions of joining either club, sports and culture, be a make or break decision for you. They both can work. You just have to kind of like plan your schedule based on your choices.
Mm-hmm.
So there's some flexibility in your playthrough.
Yeah. You know, Akami from second year, right? The transfer student? I see. Welcome to the drama club. So this is Yumi Ozawa.
Yes, she's the she's one of the members of the drama club,
Yeah. Oh boy.
and she's arguably the most talented of all the members of the drama club. Pretty much according to the entire drama club.
Yeah.
So yeah, it just tells you what days they're meeting up.
Yeah. So, you know, if you don't show up, we're not gonna throw you out, but you should help. But you should at least come every now and then. Pretty much is what he's saying.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think necessarily clubs immediately throw you out if you don't show up for a day or two. I just think it's if you've like stopped showing up in period that they consider you no longer a member, that kind of thing. At least that's how they function nowadays.
Alright, so now you are doing some training with Yumi, actually. So I believe, Yumi's the one you're going to be establishing the Sun Arcana with if you do the drama club. If you are in the music club, I don't remember the girl offhand.
I don't remember either.
Alright, I got it.
Yeah, because my phone is in the middle of charging right now. Its battery's like dead.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been a while. I don't really remember the girl's name. And
Ayane Matsunaga.
Ayane, okay.
Yes.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, she's like the really, really short girl.
Yep. And the Sun Arcana has officially been established.
Of course, just like any other social link, and for the most part, you are going to need a Sun Persona. Thankfully, I'll begin a Sun Persona at the end of Yukiko's dungeon. So that'll be coming up. Of course, the next couple of parts will be me covering Yukiko's castle. Yukiko's castle is generally not that big of a castle starting off, but the dungeons do get, there was a couple of longer dungeons later on. It was after Yukiko's castle. There will be like a couple of floors longer, I think.
Right.
Because you're kind of used to how they work at this point.
Yeah.
Welcome
All right. So food, you have to raid the fridge.
White miso. Yeah, this is way beyond the expiration date.
Oh Lord.
So it's kind of like one of those things where you're muster up all the courage in a row to eat something so disgusting.
Oh my God. Ugh.
Do you think it raises courage, or do you think no, realistically, do you think it would be proving your courage, or do you think it's not really worth it?
Not worth it for me.
And why would that be exactly?
Because it would make you sick, and I don't do well with that stuff. Me and illness don't exactly mix.
Well, I don't think it makes with anyone, but if it was like a truth or dare thing.
Nope.
So you kick yourself out of the game, pretty much.
Yep. I don't like truth or dare.
Is there a particular reason why you don't like truth or dare, if I may ask?
Because stuff can get really awkward, and I don't do awkward stuff.
Like if someone were to ask you a question, you're not comfortable with it.
Exactly.
I see. Well, I mean, that was a thing that kids did like all the time, but back in the 90s, I know that.
Yep.
Maybe early 2000s. But I haven't done a truth or dare game in years, like years. So I probably wouldn't really know anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, plus to be honest, no one really plays truth or dare anymore.
Also, this teacher, her facial expression, now they're looking at really closely, is really, really creepy.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of like staring into your soul.
Yes. Oh my God.
Now we do have the Chariot Arcana. Thankfully, we can actually get some extra support points with Chie, though. So that's something that you can do in this particular situation. So that would mean you should be able to rank up with Chie pretty quickly. But again, you only get to do that though by the time you rescue Yukiko. So.
Yeah, so you kind of are a little bit on a delayed head start for a couple of the. For the couple of the Arcanas, but you can catch up with them pretty quickly once you've gotten stuff unlocked.
Yeah.
And there is Yumi telling you, hey, you should come to the drama club today.
Hey.
Yeah, but I don't have the corresponding Arcana, so I kind of can't do that right now.
Rip.
Well, corresponding persona, I should say.
Yeah.
I can technically. It's just I won't benefit it as much.
Yeah. Decide later.
I see.
Just be sure to come by before you forget everything I told you about before. And
Yeah, once you decide later for the first one, I believe it's always gonna be like that for the remainder of the people that ask you to hang out with them.
Yeah. Alright. And now after school is kicked in. Rooftop.
Alright, so could remember we're doing the thing with talking to the girl on the rooftop. We're not gonna be able to accomplish this for a while. Because of the following events will be coming up. But we will be able to accomplish this, I think, in the middle of next month, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Because I don't remember that exact quest offhand, because it was just kind of...
It's a thing where the admirer in your classroom is asking about the girl on the rooftop. he doesn't know much about it, so he's asking you. So you're basically the middleman.
Why?
He
Anyway.
looks because I look so dependable, you know.
Anyways, we're going to soccer practice.
And
Oh
plus,
my God.
I got that silver hair too. When you see a silver-haired man, always ask him for your help. He'll never turn you down.
Yes, Ogami Highfield. Yay, diligence increased.
Now we don't get any dialogue choices here. It's just an auto rank up, but you don't get any points into the strength arcana. So we would have to do something a little later on for it to catch up. So that way, the next time we do choose a hangout with them, it won't be just a regular hangout where nothing happens, and you just say, "Oh, you can get closer with them soon." Although inevitably, sometimes that's what will happen.
Yeah, and yes, I'll rank up with strength.
So we pretty much got.
boy.
So pretty much. We have established the Sun Arcana. We did the prerequisite for the Temperance Arcana, although we have not established it just yet. Our Magician rank should be at, I think, rank 3. Our Strength is now at rank 3. Fool's at rank 1, I think. I'm pretty sure at this point.
Yeah. And SK just told off that poor girl.
Yeah, I wonder what his issue could be.
Yeah. We'll find out, I guess.
Okay, let's put some fight into.
Afterwards, you cleaned up and went home.
Alright, so that's all the time we have for right now. Until then, see you guys next time.
See ya.
Welcome home.